disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
He just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. You got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.
All right, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the boxing debate arena. We'll talk about anything and everything related to boxing, but I did have to pick a title, so I wrote Wilder vs. Fury 3 in China or Australia. Who cares? I don't care. But maybe you guys care, so let us know. Call in. The phone lines are open. And we already have in Discord over here, we have Recognize the Matrix, Gonzalo, who's gonna get some coffee, and Johnny Boy. All right, guys, you can join in at any time, and welcome to the show. Also, an announcement. As you guys know, we have the Kumite here on BDA Boxing 1v1 debates. You can sign up. I'm gonna first of all delete some of these names here. D. Jefferson versus the Brotherhood. I think we already had that match on Rival. And Hefe doesn't want to debate on Rival Boxing Talk. Mark, he doesn't want to debate him. He wants to debate Gonzalo. Every time I tell him, "Hey, when are you gonna debate on Rival?" He's like, "I want to debate Gonzalo." So I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna take his.
Boots, that little prick deleted his channel. So
yeah, he's out. Recognize versus the Brotherhood. We already had that match. So, guys, we need new names. If you want to sign up, let me know in the comment section. Or after you listen to the stream, in the comment section, you just write, I want to join the Kumite. All right?
T-Tone, stop ducking, bro. Canelo sucks. No,
that's right, T-Tone. T-Tone called in, but then he just said what he had to say and hung up. I don't know. I thought we were going to have a debate.
Yeah.
Ooh, the boxing jet is in the chat.
Remember what he told me? Tito? Hey, Recognize, wasn't it some good times when Sanchez beat Alfredo Gomez? I'm like,
yeah, like good time. What was it, 1980 something? Like, fuck.
Like, first of all, I don't even remember that. Like, I think I saw that fight on. Actually, I saw that fight way after it happened. Actually, and it was like at Puerto Rico. They used to have theaters. You could go watch fights like that already happened and shit.
Oh shit! Nice.
Was yo recognize? I got a question, bro. I got a question since you brought that up. Was in PR back in the day, was like when you was a kid, was they loving Gomez back in the day when you was living over there?
Oh yeah, bro. They loved Alfredo Gomez, Benitez also. Yeah. They loved him at that time. Yeah, I think I even remember when Edwin Rosario was on the come up. I mean, he wasn't as good as those guys, but like he had him. Yeah, people started. Yeah, they liked him. Edwin Rosario.
Just curious.
All right, we're gonna be talking about. Well, let's just get this out of the way. Wilder versus Tyson Fury 3, possibly in China or Australia. Do you guys care? Are you guys excited that it's happening somewhere else? Possibly.
I don't care personally for the fight. I'll watch it because I'm just a boxing fan, and why not? But I think that yeah, I mean, I think for Tyson Fury, it's probably easy money. Like he could get if he takes this fight, it looks like to me that he's probably thinking to himself, why pay him off? Like he wants a lot of money, right? he'll probably get more money to fight me, but so would I, right? And then I don't really have to come out of pocket to give this guy that I beat, in a destructive fashion. And the second fight, just go in there for the third and make some money, make some good money, and more likely do it again. He beats Wilder up the same way, more or less the same way.
Yeah. Because
And
why
Anthony
would
Joshua's still there.
why would Fury's team cough up $10 million?
Right. You call.
I mean, it's like,
it's
is it a danger to fight Wilder in a third fight and
No.
possibly lose?
No, not for Tyson Fury. He doesn't look at Wilder. That's why they're talking about it now. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think that if it comes down to, I got to give you $10 million to step aside, I'd rather fight you.
Yeah. Well, Fury said it himself too. And Fury said it himself. He's like, look, bro, if it's coming down to me giving him millions of dollars, I'd rather just go break his fucking head again. That's what he said himself. Tyson Fury said, fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't giving you no millions of dollars. I'd rather just bust your fucking head again.
Yeah.
I
mean, some guy. So imagine some guy you beat the shit out of. He says, "Fight me again, or hit me off with some money." You're gonna be like, "Dude, I beat the fuck out of you. I'm gonna do it again. I'm not giving you nothing."
Right. Twice, dude. Twice.
Yeah. So I don't think Tyson Fury's looking at this he's dangerous. So let me give him some step aside money. I mean, technically every heavyweight's dangerous, right? And Wilder is a dangerous guy. He can punch you with one shot and drop you, and maybe you don't beat the count,
Yeah. That was one of the last videos I put up before I got my strike and shit too, bro. It was Fury. I was like, bro, Fury was like, I'd rather just bust his fucking head again. What am I paying for? I already whipped his ass twice. What the fuck?
Hey guys, we got a phone call from I don't know where. Welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hello.
Yeah, who is this? Kenshiro? Oh, who is it?
I can't hear him.
How you guys doing?
Hey, what's up? Where are you calling from?
Oh, no, London.
All right. What's on
Bucha,
your mind?
we can't hear him.
Oh shit! Hold on, guys. Hold on. One moment, please. All right, go ahead, caller.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Yep, we can hear you.
Guys. Yeah. I guess your talk mentioning Wilder, Fury, if he should be China or Australia or wherever. I mean, the way I look at it is him fighting in China, Australia, or fighting Saudi Arabia or Vegas, wherever. It's like having Pizza Hut in New York or Pizza Hut in Los Angeles. Still will be the same result. And let's be honest, at least that way he can get the fight done quicker if Fury can fight in Australia or China, as opposed to waiting for potentially Vegas or wherever to reopen.
Yeah. And why wait for the same outcome? Because it's going to be the same outcome as in the second fight. So, yeah. Just get it out of the way. Just get this fight over with. Let's move on to Fury versus Joshua. What do you guys think?
Yes, I agree. I don't want to see this fight no more than the next man, bro. The whole purpose of having a rematch is if it's competitive or not.
Right.
I don't think competitive though. Man.
Well, did Wilder ever fight outside the USA?
Oddly Harrison, the UK. Remember that shit fight?
Who did he fight again?
Audley Harrison.
That's
Audley
right.
Harrison.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if there's been I don't know if there's been a big boxing event in China in terms of Western fighters, but top fighters fighting there. So maybe give China a chance. I mean, we've seen Saudi Arabia and whatever, I mean, at least maybe give China a chance or something. Australia, I think they had, was it Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao? So
yeah,
as long as they have the same sort of referees, it shouldn't go that far, I would have thought anyway.
Yeah, I don't mind these fights that go around the world. I mean, all the major fights usually happen in the UK or the US. So I like it when we have another fight somewhere else. It's good for boxing.
Butcher, let me just say this. On the last show, I put that super chat that said, listen, If the promoters don't give you the fights they want, don't give them your hard-earned money. And the same applies to this shit. You think I'm whipping out another $100 to watch the third ass beating by the same fucking guy? Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
See, the thing with China, if you stack that card with all the Chinese fighters, like prospects, I don't know how many good guys they got, maybe Sukan. You put them on the undercard, then you charge like $1. They have so many people that they would sell.
Yeah, point. But as long as it's not the Chinese delegation sort of saying who's going to fight, I think the top guy's got to say no. If your fighters are garbage, then they can't be on the undercard. It's got to be some decent fights. Just because it's in China, you can't. You like to think it's not Chairman Mao mentality that we say what we want just because it's in China.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, I think it would give a good exposure to boxing because let's be honest, that fight that they had in China, Pacquiao against Chris Algieri, were people excited about this fight? I know I'm not excited about Fury versus Wilder, but it's still a heavyweight championship fight, so it's much more different, and it's a more important fight. So yeah, have it in China, man. Grow the sport over there.
Will I watch it? Yes. Will I pay for it? No. And if you put it in fucking Coronaville over there, the thing is, it's going to be on it. They're not going to put it on in China. If they do it in China, it's going to be at fucking 4:00 in the morning for the rest of us over here, bro. That's not going to happen, dog. Like they did Donera Nui, bro. That shit was on at like 5 in the morning, son. They ain't going to do it in China. They ain't going to do it in China.
Yeah, probably not. All right, caller, anything else?
Yeah, one last thing. I just want to say to recognize, man, you made me laugh. It was a couple of videos ago when you and Johnny Boy were talking to a guy called El Jefe, and when El Jefe said to recognize, I'll close your mouth and take your eyes out. And when recognize said, I'll come to your town and break your jaw. Man, I spilt my soda all over my PC when I said that.
I think I meant that too. You got me so mad. I was like, I'll go over there and break your jaw.
Yep. Caller. Next time you see him, bro, tell him Johnny Boy runs Oak Cliff. He's in charge of that bitch now.
We'll push him off the cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. Exactly.
No, definitely. Thank you.
I looked up.
Stay safe. Yeah.
Jesus, hold
on. I looked up the definition of El Jefe in Urban Dictionary, and it said of clout chasing, and it said El Jefe trying to get debates on BDA.
Yeah, he pissed me off so bad. He said something to me. He said something about my mom. I said, bro, I'll go over there and I'll break your fucking jaw in half, bro.
Yeah. Well, no, I think you said you'll slap him when he said, "Yeah, I'll slap you." Carry on.
Yeah, something. Listen, I only do that because we're not gonna really meet up with each other. Come on, like, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to fucking Oak Cliff, Texas, to go fight you. And you're not coming to New York, right? Both situations would be very stupid. So I take it as you're trolling, so I'm gonna troll back.
But when I heard this, buddy, I don't know what's with the preacher attitude. I'm thinking, are you supposed to be like bloody, Little Richard being converted again, or what? I just don't understand that just made me laugh. And he's talking in the third person like he's Venom from Marvel Comics.
Yeah, that's creepy, man.
Sort it out.
You see, when you do the third person act, I know that you're bullshitting, you're playing around, and that's why I don't take these guys like the H Moneys, right? Like I don't take the H Moneys, the El Jefes, and the other partner of theirs, DFSG, whatever his name is. I don't take those guys serious because they start referring to themselves as third persons as if they're not real. This is not real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. But also, I personally think, I know you said when you had a debate against Sisterhood that you thought you just won. I thought you done better than that, but yeah, I still think obviously you wiped Sisterhood on the floor. But that's cool, man.
I took it. Listen, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I kind of took it easy on them. I gave Brotherhood. You almost made me say it. I gave Brotherhood some props for coming up. you know, and being at least reasonable to talk to, not like interrupting me every 5 seconds. Took it easy on him, but the next time I'm gonna beat him. The next time I'm gonna beat him the way Tyson Fury beat Wilder. I'm not gonna play with him this time.
One last thing I want to say. Why don't you guys have a debate with the LDBC in a channel, like you against them? You both either host it together or something. Then then people can be exposed for the BS that they speak, unless they're chicken.
I'd like that. I mean, I've had shows where I invite the LDBC. I say LDBC call in. It says in the title, and they never call in. So, but I don't want to go to their channels and then, invite them over. They're gonna, you want some cloud chasing? What's cloud chasing? I mean, I don't want any of that.
Yeah, they always bring that up as like an excuse that we're cloud chasing. So,
no, that's cool. But listen, guys, thank you very much, and keep up the good work. Yeah.
Thanks for that phone call, man. Take care.
Thanks, brother. Have a good one.
Stay safe, guys. Bye. Say bye. Bye.
Blue Collar Sports TV, thank you for your contribution. He says this is 2000x more than H Money's net worth. That's right. H Money, man, this guy. He is.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. What else do we have? Reptile Culture says.
Reptile Culture? Did he say that? Reptile? Or Red Pill?
He listens to David Icke.
Alex Jones.
David Icke. David Icke, he's not that crazy, but
he could be.
Some of the things he said, I don't know, man.
The elites are reptilians. I'm like, no, stop it. They're humans. They just got money.
SB28 says Butchers are reptilian. That's right. That's right. That's why I live in Canada, where there's no sun at all, which makes absolutely no sense. He also says Bucho is undercover LDBC. Imagine.
Could be.
Anybody could be. It could be your neighbor.
It could be living right next door to you.
It could be your parents. Denounce your parents.
Well, apparently one of them beat up that old man, right? Like, wasn't he LDBC?
Yo, that was crazy, man.
Yo, I thought that was a joke. I was like, nah, that's a joke, right?
But he looks slow, though. But then again, they don't, I mean, the LDBC, they
you was going to say it, I'll say it for you.
Yeah. Anyways, that was pretty sad.
Yep. Yeah, so if this fight happens wherever, I mean, it's just to me, it's just a let's get it over with type of thing. I'm not giving you fucking $10 million to step aside. For that, I'd rather fight you. I think if he would have said, give me $2 million, he'd have been like, all right, you know what? $2 million. Yeah, let me talk to my peoples. I think I can get you that. But once you start going further than that, it's like, especially 10 million. Nah, brother, we're gonna have to run it back. Okay, we're gonna have to run this back, and you're gonna have to earn $10 million. But you get more than that, but you're gonna have to earn it.
Do you think that it's Wilder who's coming out with all these conspiracy theories? I think we talked about that.
Absolutely. What do you like to say? Absolutely. 100%.
Absolutely.
This is Wilder. Everything you're hearing is coming from Wilder's mouth. He has his little blind soldiers repeating it. So in case, anybody gets sued, it's not Wilder, right? You can't prove Wilder said it.
Yeah. But so what else? Why do you think he said it? He's saying this stuff. I mean,
it's just to save face with his crazy fans on YouTube and social media. That's all it is. Because nobody really cares. Look, it's a loss. It's not the end of the world.
He's been on like seven. So just one thing though. He's been on 78 Sports TV, his channel, right? And I mean, it would be so easy for him to just tell some of these guys, right, to propagate these ideas, these conspiracy theories, and then they start spreading through these people.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bucho. I'm surprised 78 just didn't whip out the engagement ring and propose right then and there while he was live on the internet talking about yeah, I mean, you want to keep it a buck, bro. Surprised he didn't take the vows right there and walk down the aisle and, you know, fuck one of the bridesmaids or whatever. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Wilder and his fans are too feminine. They're too feminine, and they're not trying to change their. You know, Wilder's not trying to change his mentality, because you know how Wilder could prove to me that he's back on track, and he's gonna try to really give a good effort and come in there mentally to beat Tyson Fury. If he just simply said, "Look, even if he doesn't want to give him props, second fight happened, I lost. My hat goes off to him. That's it.
That's it.
I'm gonna try to fuck him up in the third fight.
Isn't it a little bit extra? Like, you know, I'm actually gonna work on some mistakes that I did.
Right. Oh, not even if he didn't say that. If he just said, "Look, the second fight happened, I lost. I'm gonna see this motherfucker in the third fight, and let's see if we could do it again." I would have all the respect, even if he got his ass beat worse, because that would tell me that Wilder has some fucking pride.
That's
right now, he has no shame, man.
Some humility also, dude. Just one time.
Yeah.
It'd be easy for him to shut all this shit down and just show a little face and some humility and have the pride you're speaking about. Look, how many times did Anthony Joshua do it when we thought he was going overboard with the things he was saying? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it right the next time, but he did. That guy went overboard many times. Just one time for Wilder, he needs to.
And let me say this, bro. I don't mean to keep saying the same thing 100 times either, but again, bro, like when Marquez, y'all know I'm one of the biggest Pacquiao guys out there, bro. Right? Fucking when Marquez slapped him, what do you think I said afterwards? You know what I said? I said hats off to him. He's a great fucking fighter. Wasn't happy about it, but the fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
If they were honest with themselves and everybody else, they'd say the same shit. That's it. No excuses. Hats off to him. He's a great fighter. That's it.
Yeah. What's wrong with just saying that? Look, he beat me. Oh, what about the excuses? Look, there was no excuses. I lost. I don't want to talk about that no more. I don't even want to talk about that. I want him in the third fight. If he said that and got his ass beat, you could still respect him. You could still say, look, he's a boxer. Of course he didn't take the fucking loss like a fucking, and was smiling and dancing. No, he was pissed off he got beat. But the way he's behaving, it's like a guy who's really a coward and a quitter.
Okay, but what has Wilder actually said? Because I remember the LDP saying, "Oh, he never mentioned the costume excuse."
Actually, he did. He did.
He did.
Yes.
Okay, what has he been saying?
He was quoted as saying that he didn't that the costume kind of wore him out and fucked up his eyes. Yes, it was him. And by the way, I think he's also the same guy that's making up all these other rumors. Now, I don't have any proof of that, but I'm just going to use a little common sense. Who else is bringing this up? It's him.
Well, it's his fans, maybe. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying.
This is one guy that claims that he's good friends with Wilder. I'm gonna take him at his word. He works at his gym or something to that effect, right? Okay. Black dude, light-skinned cat. And he came up with all this, there's a doctor's report that the doctor said the kind of. And by the way, let me explain something to you. You can suffer damage as if somebody hit you with a foreign object by somebody's punch. Yes, absolutely. You could. Okay? Yes, his gloves are loaded of 275 pounds of man. Yeah, that fucking glove is loaded. Just like Wilder's glove is loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And so when it makes impact, I don't think people understand how it feels to get punched by gloves with the wraps. Sometimes that shit hurts, especially when it bends in the cushion a little bit, and you can feel that fucking sharp pain, that sharp not plastering, but the sharp wrappings.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can feel that shit, and if you get hit enough times, you can get really fucked up. Okay, that's why people get stopped, they get knocked out, they get drained, whatever, because they're getting punched by some hard shots. So, you know, that's coming from him, bro. I mean, I don't understand how people they can't see through that. That's him making up that there was a doctor's. How the fuck did this guy see the doctor's report? It had to be. First of all, I don't believe that. That rumor came from Wilder, Deontay Wilder.
Well,
this guy.
from this guy, right?
Yes, Wilder told him that he spoke to a doctor, and the doctor said the kind of damage that you took was as if you got hit with. I can honestly say that there's a possibility. I'm sorry.
No, just quickly, Blue Collar Sports TV, thank you for your contribution. He says Wilder was spiked with the morning after pill. Facts. That's pretty disgusting.
He was getting pregnant in that ring.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's what happened. Well, go
because
ahead.
Look, this is
what I good shit. That was good shit. I was just over there a little while ago talking to him and D Jefferson.
That whole excuse about that whole thing about that there's a doctor that looked at the damage he took and said, "Man, it's like you got hit with a object, like something other than your fist." I believe that there's a possibility that
what's a possibility, but how likely is it? That's how you. Yeah.
There's a possibility the doctor did say that, but here's another thing. That's not humanly impossible. Okay, I know people who got beat the shit out of by one guy so bad, and it was all fist, that it looked like he fucking got beat up by a gang of motherfuckers or a lead pipe.
Recognize that's a good point. I'd like to know if the doctor actually saw the video of who Wilder actually fought. Yeah, maybe if he takes a look at the video and sees, holy shit, 6'9" to over 270 pounds, he might have changed his mind. He's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, it's possible. You know, a pro boxer on top of that. I know a guy who knows how to throw a fucking punch. Yeah, it's possible.
And a dude who got abnormal movement for that height and size. Like, look, I'm not saying that he's a god. He's like water. But the way he moves and the way he throws punches off that movement, you know, you can see why this guy is dangerous. He could hurt you really bad. Okay, because he's not just like a slow 275 pounder. No, he's coming in there fainting.
Remember Valuev? He couldn't generate enough, I guess, what's the word? Traction? Wait, Valuev, he's just too big. He's slow. It's like it's a thud. There's no snap or anything. So
snap.
That makes a difference.
He's got the leverage. 6'9", like value. Yeah, he got the leverage, but he just couldn't generate that velocity.
Yeah,
that momentum.
Yeah, the momentum. That's his turning, of course.
Yeah, but Fury definitely can. That happened to me once. I hit one guy. I was drinking in the military, and everybody thought I hit him with the bottle. Just one punch.
Yeah, you could. This idea that a human fist, right, from a bigger man, can't do damage that a doctor, you know, didn't see what happened. Did you get hit with a fucking pipe or something, or a bat? Like, of course that could happen. It doesn't guarantee that there was. Remember, if he had metal in his hands, okay, and Wilder should talk. I mean, he should definitely not talk about that. But anyway, if he had some type of metal, some foreign object other than his fist in those gloves, bro, then you're saying that Vegas covered this up. That's what you're basically saying. Vegas covered it up for Tyson Fury. And
but I thought Al Heyman was the most powerful man in boxing, though.
Here's another thing. That means that Al Heyman was okay with it. He said, "Yeah, that's what it is."
Or he's incompetent. One of the two.
You think Al Heyman would just sit back and just let that fucking happen?
I don't think he's up. Yeah.
Wilder was his biggest investment at that point.
I wonder if Shelly Finkel and all these guys actually thought that Wilder could win the second fight. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. I think they did.
They look. He almost knocked him out, right?
Yeah,
he did almost. So.
But now, what about now, though? What are they telling? Are they telling Wilder, hey, listen, try to take a step aside money? You think they're saying that?
No, Wilder now to them is just a crapshoot now. It's just like whatever happens, happens. Okay, because they were selling him on the undefeated record and the one punch knockout. Now the undefeated record is gone. Everybody saw him get wrecked in the ring. All right, so they're like, look, either two things could come out of this. He is who he is. Put him in there against Fury. Fury finishes him. Or he comes back somehow and he wins this fight. And now we can sort of like, raise the stakes when it comes to like Anthony Joshua. See if we can make a big fight there and make money and then cash out. That's where they're at right now with Wilder. I truly believe that. Because if they weren't, they'll be like, no, Wilder, we know you got a third fight, but we're gonna cancel this shit and we're gonna build you up again.
Oh no, they don't. I don't think they believe in. There's no rebuilding. It's cashing out, basically, like you're saying.
Cashing out.
Yeah, Kenshiro, thank you for your contribution. He says Johnny Boy in recognized opinion about Broner wanting 10 million. He should fight Amir Khan. Amir has fast hands, but they're due to Skype videos. Oh yeah, because this guy was getting naked on the internet. Yeah, Broner wants 10 million for what? For which fight?
I don't know. I heard 10 million. That's. I'm like, for who? Who you gonna get 10 million to fight?
Gorgura in the chat says Khan would whoop Broner one-handed while he's Skyping with the other hand.
Until he gets punched in the chin, yeah.
Yeah. That would be a good fight. Not a good fight, an interesting fight, because both guys are...
That would be two fights that I don't care who...
Yeah.
That'll literally be like, Khan, I just can't stand him. He's a fucking weirdo.
He's a fraud, man. That fight against Crawford, man, is...
Yeah, he bitched out.
He bitched out.
I don't care what anybody says. That boy bitched out that fight.
He quit.
Khan's a you all already know how I feel about Amir Khan, man. I don't even need to listen. The dude is a fucking cocksucker. Okay, he sucks. He's a quitter. He ain't got no fucking chin, and he's garbage. If I swear to God, if I hear him ask Manny Pacquiao for a fight one more time,
you're gonna lose your shit, right?
I swear to God, dog, I'm gonna run over the nicest dog you've ever seen with the back of my truck. Okay, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill fucking Bambi.
Remember how pathetic it was when
Johnny Boy's gonna be like, if this motherfucker says Pacquiao again, I'm gonna shoot somebody. like
78 Sports.
Where Rigo quit against.
Fuck.
He's
I'm gonna grab my
Sammy
gun.
Vargas and the Phil Grecos of the world, but not the elite.
Yo, remember when Amir Khan was calling out Floyd, and he was like obsessed with Floyd Mayweather?
Look, I think
that was
Floyd,
pathetic.
I wouldn't say ducked him, but put him on the pay no mind list. But let's be honest, like Amir Khan wanted that fight, and he was the mandatory, right? Wasn't he the mandatory at one point?
Not sure.
Whatever. But we knew that he wanted that fight, and Floyd did go like to Instagram or one of his social media sites and said, I'll let my fans vote for who they want next, and they voted Amir Khan, bro.
I remember that shit. Dog.
Is it Twitter or Instagram, Johnny?
I think it's a website.
Let me tell you something, bro. If Floyd couldn't stop Amir Khan, that just shows you how fucking weak he is, too, bro. Let me put it to you like that.
Funny thing is that I think Floyd would have stopped him because this dude is so weak, right? Yeah. But I think he would have given Floyd problems.
Speed, though.
I think he would have given him some problems. But I think Floyd, in the end, would have stopped this dude because he's just, his chin is weak, and Floyd is, he was pretty strong, and I think that this dude would have just faded in the end, get caught, and he just looked ugly. I think he would have probably stopped him the way he stopped Conor McGregor.
Victor Ortiz?
Conor McGregor.
Hey guys, Saint Brit in the chat has a good question. Who had a worse chin in the last 20 years other than Khan?
Last 20
Lennox.
years? Yeah,
The thing is,
Lennox. Well,
no, yeah,
okay.
no, nobody. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Most guys without chins, they don't make it on television. That's the thing. They don't make it to the big leagues.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He's an
But
anomaly.
On a
Lopez.
high level, Lennox and Roy.
Juanma Lopez.
No, these guys had chins. Come on, guys, man. And Lennox,
Juanma Lopez.
Juanma Lopez.
We're talking about.
Oh yeah, Lopez. Well, Lopez.
No. He had a chin. It's somehow his chin started being exposed later on. I remember Rafael Marquez hurt the guy.
Yeah.
But he recovered. I wouldn't call that a shitty chin, though. I think he started doing drugs or something. But here's the deal, though. Amir Khan was an anomaly. He had elite level type of skills, but he had a journeyman's chin, basically. You know what I mean? He had that one characteristic that was really like a low level tier fighter. So I don't know. I think he was an anomaly. I don't think you'll ever see that again. Like a guy with no chin like that with those skills.
Jermaine always got knocked out. Yeah.
Jermaine Taylor was starting to like fuck himself up. There was a lot of he was drinking a lot. Drinking will fuck you up, man. Drinking it does, man. On the professional level, you may get away with that shit in the streets, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
But
Big Boys Boxing says Tommy Morrison. But with heavyweights, I don't want to talk. Heavyweights, listen, I understand. No.
Okay, then hold on. Let me say this real quick, Gonzalo. I know you want to say something, but on the elite level, Lennox and Roy, bro, they both got their shit fucking blown out a couple of times. You said the last 20 years?
Yeah, last 20. You would,
okay, because somebody in the chat said Tommy Hearns. I thought you said last 20 years.
No,
Yeah.
Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison.
No, somebody in the chat.
Oh, somebody in the chat said that? No, come on.
Yeah.
And that's
Tommy
that's
Hearns had a bit of a suspension. I wouldn't say as bad as Khan.
guys. Amir Khan is like that's not. Name me another fighter that had a chin.
No, nobody's worse than
nobody.
Terry Norris. Terry Norris was a good fighter, but
a chin like Amir Khan? No.
When Amir Khan went down to Regis Prescott, when he got checked in 30 seconds, chin checked, and he looked like somebody shot him in the face. He's making the reaction of a guy getting a bullet right in his face. I said, this kid is weak, bro. I'm like,
I mean, dude, he's weak talking about it. Well, and then I remember like 2 weeks after the Crawford fight, he goes, because I got my DUI like 4 days after that fight. But anyways, because it was my birthday. But anyways, what's it called? Bro, it's like 3 weeks after that fight or a month after that fight, Amir Khan goes up and says, there was another article back then saying, Amir Khan says, well, if I'm going to lose to Crawford, at least let me lose legitimately. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up, dog.
Oh. Yeah.
You're a coward. Like
now I hate that guy even more. Fucking guy.
You're a coward. Okay?
You wanted this fight to get extended, be called a no contest, right? You could have easily just said, yeah, let's keep going. But you my balls.
He goes in the Darrell fucking list.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know what that list is
surprised
called.
he survived against Maidana and won that fight because Maidana's a hard puncher.
Yeah.
And Maidana had his fucking noodle wrong too, bro.
Academy Award list. All right, guys, we have a phone call. 901. You're on the air. 901. 901.
Johnny, your channel getting shut down, bitch. Your channel getting shut down.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let him talk.
Saying all that racist ass shit. Now your channel getting shut down, bitch. You got no more heroin money.
Hey, bro, listen.
Let's see how he loves. Let's see a record. The record is 5 minutes. Let him talk.
No more heroin money for you.
Let him talk.
Your channel getting shut down. Ring IQ is a bitch. Ring IQ getting exposed tonight. 9:30 Eastern time. Come to the King's channel. The King. BDA exposed for being a racist. Over 1,000 views on your bitch ass. It's the GOAT. It's the King. It's the boogeyman. LGBT for life, bitch.
Hey, bro.
All right. Are you done, H Money? Anything else? Oh, he hung up.
Before we tell you to
All
go
right.
fuck yourself. Yeah,
He's
he
gone.
doesn't
I
like
don't know.
that.
What
You
did he
that
even
to him
say? I don't know
before.
what the hell he was saying.
No, Bucho.
Yeah.
You did that to him before and he hung up. When he realized you were playing this crazy music while he was
But
talking.
was he? I mean, I don't even understand what he's saying.
Hey, let me just say this one thing because I'm not going to.
No, Johnny, don't address the guy. Johnny, forget it. Who is he? Nobody's watching his
It's a
channel.
bum.
Anyways.
Yeah, the kid is crazy.
Don't even address the guy. Let him. Whatever. Listen, who cares, man?
Listen,
Johnny, you
either
got like
he's a
8,000
troll-
subscribers. This guy has like, I don't know.
What's that?
Either he's a troll.
Yeah.
He's a troll, and this is all an act to get some type of attention. Or this kid is mentally retarded. Like
he might be, man. I'm not even
yeah,
joking.
he's just something wrong with the kid.
Just go get some help, H Money. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
That's
man.
all
Seriously, now I'm concerned about you, man. You need some help.
Yeah, he looks like he escaped a mental institution for sure.
I mean,
I did
yeah,
that too,
for sure. I mean, like this guy can get a job for sure. And who's gonna hire him? This guy? I mean, imagine.
He can never.
He
get a
can't.
job.
I don't think he can function in society.
Well,
Anyways,
I mean,
we're
he
wasting too
can't-
much time on this guy.
Bucho, he can't shuffle no weight with them string bean ass arms.
Well,
of his,
exactly.
bro.
That's
He
the
ain't
thing.
getting
He's
no job
useless.
nowhere.
He's useless and he's insane. So what's he gonna do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember the first time, Bucha, you
wasted
showed me
space.
this like 3 or 4 months ago. When you showed me that video, remember he was like, recognize you a bitch. I'm going to break your jaw, this and this and that. And I saw that and I was like, damn, I can't believe I actually thought about putting hands on this dude.
Mm.
Like, this would be, dude, he's so puny and weak that I think any normal-sized man, 5'10", with like fucking 180 pounds of weight, hits this kid, he could possibly kill him. Like, there's no doubt.
Oops, sorry, I'm playing my Kumite sounds here. Yeah, no, you're right. They would probably kill him. But anyways, let's move on. Somebody mentioned Roy Jones. Somebody mentioned Roy Jones didn't have a chin, but come on. Andres Hernandez in the chat says Roy didn't get dropped until 40 plus fights later. Yeah, and it was after the
weight
Tarver
loss.
fight. The weight loss, man. Come on, he lost 25 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, he played himself in that Tarver rematch thing. He should have left it alone. He got away with it the first time, and then he tried to run it back because he didn't like what people were saying, and he got chin checked. It happens, man.
Yeah, but it's not like he didn't have a chin or anything.
He had a chin, but it was hard for him to be exposed because he had amazing reflexes. That's what kept him really like elite, better than everybody else. When those reflexes went away, people started catching him.
Yeah. True. All right. Well, let's see what people are saying in the chat over here. Some say Josecito Lopez didn't really have a chin and he only survived Thurman because of the injury plus the layoff.
I don't know about that, but yeah, probably.
No. Well, his chin wasn't. Listen, nobody had a chin like American. Nobody.
No.
There's probably somebody, but he didn't make it on television. All right.
Josecito Lopez is tough.
There's a lot of people that didn't make it. There's a lot of people. The mask got Wilder punch. That guy's got the same kind of chin Amir Khan's got. All right. yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
when Lopez got stopped by Canelo, it was to the body. It wasn't necessarily to the chin.
Yeah, no. I don't know why they mentioned Josecito Lopez.
How the fuck did we wind up on Josecito fucking Lopez?
How do you end up with on American in his chin? Who mentioned him?
I bet you if they fought right now, Josecito would whoop that ass, son. I bet you Josecito would break that dude's neck for the 10th time, dog.
Yeah, I agree. I got Josecito beating Khan if they were to fight again.
All right, we got another phone call. 804, you're on the air, 804.
What's up, fellas? D. Jefferson in the building.
Oh,
Look,
D, what's up, man?
What's up,
What up,
D? What's up, Johnny Boy? Recognize, what's good? But look, check this out, man. Is that Gonzalo up there too?
Yep.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Gonzalo? What's up, brother? So,
hey, how you doing, D?
Take it back to the 80s. I don't know. I'm an old guy. A couple of you guys are a little older.
But take it back to the 80s. The guy, he fought on television a couple of times. Frankie Hines, worst chin in boxing history, I believe. This guy had a terrible record anyway. He was there to.
What was the name?
He was knocked. Frankie Hines. He
Hines.
was knocked out like freaking 70 something
Frankie
times.
Hines.
So
Who did he? Name one notable guy that knocked him out.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Is this guy, man? Frankie Hines, 17 wins, 121 losses. 1950. No, wait a minute. No, this guy, born in 1958. He ended. Oh yeah, career from 1980 to 2002. Wait a minute.
God damn.
Holy
He
shit.
had 100.
He fought on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
only got. I seen him on TV in like I think 88 maybe, and but he got knocked out. Both times I seen him fight, he got knocked out. And then I went and looked back at him back then, and he was just getting knocked out left and right. He was a guy that just get knocked out. Showcase, worst in the showcase fight. He had a little moves with it, but he was gonna get knocked out. That's what he was going to do. His chin was ridiculously pathetic. I don't even know how he made it through the amateurs with that shit.
Wow. He should have gotten his license revoked, man.
All right, dog. Just wanted to holler at you guys. I'm listening
All right.
in.
All right, thanks for calling, man.
All right.
Take
No
care.
doubt.
Interesting piece of information.
Frankie Hines. God damn.
Frankie Hines.
Yeah, if you don't have a chin, you at least have to have incredible boxing skills, or at least you have to have a punch, because then you wouldn't even be in the conversation. No chin, we wouldn't even be talking about you if you don't have skills or punchy power.
All right, let's move on from the fucking chin talk. We were talking about Wilder again, and we were talking about this guy.
Yeah, that's him.
This is a video I made, obviously.
All this up, man. Listen, man. I got factual proof.
Factual proof, people. Factual.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there. Look, I know a lot of people are not good at picking up on when people lie. This guy has all the signs of a person who's making up shit. Yeah, of course.
What is it?
I got actual proof looking to the side and trying to be like, man, you know, he's just lying. He's just doing what he does best, lie.
That's a great point. Looking to the side. I saw this one movie, the Negotiator, when Samuel L. Jackson says that when the eye turns to the right side, to the side, it's accessing one part of the brain that's making up stories. It's not like true. And I always remembered that.
Yeah, look at his eyes.
Yeah, he's a liar.
Factual proof. You know?
He's looking down. Look. There.
Yeah.
What a liar.
When you tell the truth about something, you feel confident. There's no hesitation in your voice. The only time there might be a hesitation in your voice, if you overspeak, you know, let's say you miss one part. Let's say you're supposed to mention one part before the second part. That's the only time. This guy is looking down, looking this way, and trying to he's trying to give an argument by saying, I got actual proof before he says what the evidence is. How about I'll show you this and you tell me what you think about this evidence that I have. Look, even if it was true, a doctor did tell him that. Again, that doesn't really say anything. A doctor could diagnose you from getting punched up by another man and say you took damage like a guy who got hit with something else.
Yeah,
that happens all the time.
Maybe the doctor made a joke. He looks like he got hit by a truck. And then
it looks like you got beat the fuck, you got hit by a car.
Yeah, exactly. And they're probably like, oh, so that means that, you know, Fury had something in his gloves because it looked like he got hit by a truck. And I don't know, man, but this guy, he looks like a liar. Let's be honest. And by the way, he keeps saying that he has proof, and then when what's this guy Barbershop asks him when are you gonna present the proof, he goes like he might or might not, he may or may not present proof. It's like, why not? Why may not? I mean, if you have proof, you come out like, what do you? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show it to you in about 6 months. You just don't you worry, Bojo.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
yeah,
it's the stupidest thing ever, man. If you go to his channel, to Barbershop's channel, you look at the comment section of that interview. Oh man, just comment after comment of like stupid idiots, man. Just salivating over this fucking shit. Yeah, I knew it. I knew he cheated. Oh, thank God, there's proof. And that was like like 4 weeks ago.
You're doing bad. You know you're doing bad in life when the best news you've heard is some guy making accusations of why the fighter lost. That's how you know you're doing bad in life.
Exactly.
You know,
it's just unprecedented.
I've seen fans make excuses for their fighter losing, but this is the worst, bro. This has got to be the worst.
It is the worst.
Social media, since the social media thing happened, this is the worst. I mean, I've seen before social media, I've seen people make excuses in the past for Roy Jones and stuff like that, and you know they weren't that bad. And there was other fighters they made excuses for too. When De La Hoya beat up Chavez, it was like, oh, you know, Chavez was old and he, but y'all wasn't talking that shit before, you know, that wasn't the way it was going down. Now that the fight happened, now it's all these excuses, and the Wilder fans has got to be. I mean, I thought like some wacky conspiracy theories about 9/11 would. This shit is worse. Because at least 9/11 they got something to stand on. This second fight, they got nothing to stand on, and they're still making excuses.
Well, yeah.
And it's got to be the worst in sports, right? Not just boxing, like in the entirety of the history of the sports.
It has to be up there. It has to. I don't remember anything else. This crazy.
It has to be, bro. It has to be. I've never seen, like, I mean, y'all are older than me and shit or whatever, but fucking, I've been watching boxing for 20 years. I ain't never seen no fucking rundown, 20-some odd years. I ain't never seen no rundown of excuses like this shit. And the killer thing is this, bro. The killer thing is this, dog. Like I say, if they would have just stuck with one excuse and ran with it, that would have been one thing, dog. But they got 8 different ones, dog, which means they're more full of shit. Fuck out of here. Yeah.
Hey, you know what's pretty pathetic too, Johnny? This has got to be one of the most, if not the most ridiculous thing ever. But if it doesn't get mentioned amongst the most ridiculous, it's because the media doesn't consider these people that really important. That's the worst. That if it doesn't make it amongst the most ridiculous, it's because they're not that important to begin with. So it's like a double pathetic.
Yeah.
Y'all hearing me?
Yeah, welcome, man.
What's up, D?
What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up? Recognize Gonzalo, Johnny Boy, Mr. BDA.
Bucho.
King Bucho. I'm sorry. So you and Mr. BDA sound so much alike to me, man. It's like El Jefe and Raider. They sounded like you and BDA sounded like.
I'm used to talking to them, so I can tell them apart now.
Yeah, they sound different. They're cousins, but yeah.
Look, check it out though. I wanted to say this, man. These motherfuckers in these excuses, because I just made a video about this.
Oh boy,
listeners. Oh yeah, it's pretty entertaining. But you know, now they're talking about Wilder. One of his team sabotaged him and doped his water bottle.
Who was it?
Then they're talking about, wow, fuck, who knows? They didn't release a name.
No shit.
Then they're talking about the metal bars in Fury's gloves. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wilder got metal in his fucking hands?
Yes. Yes.
And y'all gonna make this claim that Fury has metal in his gloves. The doctor said it was a dent in his face. No, that could only be caused by metal.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, you know what? What's next? I'm just like, I'm to the point where I just want to see what's next.
Yeah, it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be like, Al Heyman made a side deal with
guys,
Paul Bearer.
it's been 3 months though. It's been 3 fucking months. I've never seen
We'll
this
throw
before.
Al Heyman under the bus for this one, boy. That's how much they love them some Wilder.
I would actually like to see that. I would like to see Heyman thrown. It would be
Yeah.
excellent.
Listen, I mean, we see it with Floyd. They can't stand Floyd when Floyd don't stick up for Wilder, right? He's a coon. He's he's this, he's that.
Floyd hating. Floyd just don't want nobody to get more shine than him.
And it might be true. It might be, but you wasn't saying that before.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't saying that before.
They called Mike Tyson a fucking coon for
Mike
saying,
Tyson will break their face.
for saying Fury won the first fight, bro. That's That's how much a bunch of fucking low life degenerate jagoffs they are.
Dude, you know what Tyson would do? Picture the young Tyson. No boxing Tyson, but just he that kind of movement from a man that size. He will bash their faces in if they said that to his face. He's the kind of guy you don't say that to. You don't listen. They could do that to certain people online, and they could get away with that. Okay, I know people that don't follow boxing, but they like to box. They go in the ring. They look at Wilder and they say he's not that good. I would love for one of these dudes to call them a coon. These kids who live on the streets.
Oh, come on.
All right, they're about it. They're about that stuff. And they'll bash them in. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
These dudes know better to say that shit to somebody's face.
You seen the amazing shape Mike Tyson's in right now?
Yeah, what's that all about?
Mike Tyson used to fight. He fights on the streets. He used to fight on the streets. He'll beat the shit out of Wilder. I bet you he'll beat the shit out of Wilder right now. Fuck a boxing match. If he was face to face with Tyson, I bet you Tyson would beat the shit. First off, I bet you he would scoop that Lincoln motherfucker up, slam him down. Once he got him down, it's a wrap, bro.
He has that old
imagine
man
Wilder
strength
squirming on the
now.
ground and
He has
Tyson
that
just
old
beating
man
the shit out of him.
Yeah, probably.
I could see
Granddaddy, when my granddaddy was 56, right? I remember this story like it was yesterday. My granddaddy was 56, and we went to go drop him off some cigarettes at work, right? Kids could buy cigarettes back then. So we got the cigarettes from the store, rode the bikes up to my granddaddy's job. And it was these two young kids. They was kids now, like they was 25, 26 years old. I was in trouble at the place he was doing security at. He beat the shit out of both of them. He was 56 years old. I mean, he beat the hell out of both of them. I mean, those old men, just because they old, don't mean
Well, I mean,
nothing.
he's
They
53.
beat
He's
your
not
ass.
70, right? So he's still 53. It's not like he's saying he can move and he's in shape. He looks like he's in shape, so of course he can kick a lot of people's ass, man. And it's Mike Tyson. He would kick Wilder's ass, man, for sure.
Wilder can't even box, so let's forget about street fighting.
Yeah, and I was going to say something. I was going to say something about that. Jesse. A lot of people don't want to admit this. The reason why that beating was so bad is because boxing is second nature. The one that sees that boxing comes to them second nature is the one that usually has the advantage. He couldn't stop what was coming to him. He proved to me that boxing is not second nature to him because he couldn't stop what. It's not like Tyson Fury was doing something special. He was just bringing it to him with a little bit of feints, with a little bit of feints, some jabs, some double jabs, throwing the overhand right. That's all he did. He couldn't stop that, bro. He couldn't stop.
Recognize, bro. Yeah, he was doing the basic shit, and he was still fucking exactly, dog. He was just doing the basic shit, and he was still whipping his ass, dog.
Yeah, he was beating him up. It's just that this time, Johnny Boy, he decided to bring it to him. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only difference he did. I'm gonna apply pressure on him.
Hey D,
never come at Wilder like that.
Hey D, and if Mike Tyson got you on the ground, he wouldn't hesitate to bite you either if he had to resort to that.
Yeah, there you go. Bite the shit out.
Rip your face off.
Yeah, you already look, man. It take a while.
Do some Hannibal Lecter shit on you, right?
It take a wild man to bite through somebody's skin. That man
Let me tell you something, man.
Ear off. That's some crazy shit right there.
Dude, I saw a street fight back in the days. This dude, this real strong motherfucker, bro. Both of these guys were strong. One dude was like out, like, you know, he was out muscling the other dude. He was about to choke him out. When the dude that was about to get choked out bit his fucking finger off.
Oh,
He bit the finger off. I was wondering why this nigga was screaming so loud. I was like, yo, why are you screaming like that? He bit his finger off, bro. He said,
well,
and the guy got up. The guy got up. He said, just like this. I swear to God, I'll never forget it. He wasn't gonna put me to sleep. Fuck that.
yo,
Can you imagine?
I tell you one thing. That's why you gotta know exactly how to do a rear naked choke. Keep your hands away from that mouth. You put that wrist up under that throat. He ain't biting shit. Once you get that wrist up under that throat, ain't gonna be no biting. All it's gonna be is night.
That's it.
It's like, have you guys seen that Krav Maga style that the Israelis do? I wonder if that's like real for real, where they do the Mortal Kombat shit. You know, they'll tear your throat out, they'll pull your ribs out. Is that true?
Well, that's not real, but the style is real. I don't know about all the fatal the fatalities and shit.
Gonzalo's trying to go to some Liu Kang fights and shit.
Well, gouging your eye, they can pull your eye out of your socket, right?
Why are we talking about this?
Gonzalo, what kind of murderous shit you on, bro? Watching
if somebody really wanted to, like, they could put their fingers inside your eye socket and pull it out, I guess. If somebody's that vicious.
Oh yeah.
Gonzalo. First of all, I want to say greetings and salutations to everybody and to all the men and women that.
Oh, happy Memorial Day, bro.
Yeah, to you too, brother.
Shout out to you, gentlemen, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, so getting back to Krav Maga, you know, it's a relevant art. It's conducive in hand-to-hand combat up close, and also is just like principles of the grappling of you know, Gonzalo, because they taught you some of that stuff on on pugil sticks and all that crap.
A little bit, like BDA likes to say.
Yeah, they when the Army, I'm talking about United States Army and Marines and Navy, Air Force, and all of them. They applied the grappling technique, and if you've been in a breaking the door infiltration team, and if somebody try to grab your weapon, there's tactics you can use off of that too. But most of it is using your weapon as a elongated blunt object to, as soon as you get him down, you fire off right off the top. You know what I'm saying? Once you break into a room or doing a extraction or entrance, you following your team clearing. So you go in, and let's say if you got two assailants in there, and you break the first guy in, then you got your other guys backing you, and you coming in. One guy clears left, right, up, top, bottom. You know, everybody got their own method of coming in, depending on how you rehearse it with your entry team. And if somebody let's say you get in, you shoot him, boom, and then he gets into a close quarter contact, that's when you learn how to use your weapon as of deflecting him off of you and being able to take him out.
I see.
So every martial art, it's applicable depending on the situation. Okay, most Navy SEALs are trained when they're doing the knife fighting, they're doing Filipino Kali.
Oh yeah, that's Kali. Yeah, somebody mentioned it in the chat. Kali.
Yeah, Filipino Kali. Not a lot of people know about it, but the Filipinos taught the Navy SEALs in Vietnam jungle warfare. Okay, Filipino, their culture has been war-stricken and they've been in many battles, but not a lot of people know that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's
All right.
good to
Well, now we
read.
start talking about. Yeah. All right.
Hey, 108 watching, 49 likes. Smash that like button. Let's go. Let's go, people. Get it up.
Come on.
Hey, King Bucho, what's this thing about Tito Ortiz talking about he can beat Mike Tyson?
He claims that he was approached by somebody representing Mike Tyson for a potential fight. That's all he said, basically. I mean, he didn't say if he was a boxing fight or an MMA fight. I'm assuming it's a boxing fight. And then he also said that he said that he's been boxing for 20 years and that obviously he's not on the same level as Mike Tyson. But then he said Mike Tyson hasn't been hit in 15 years. So he claims he has a chance.
Mike would knock the fuck out of that little pretty boy.
Yeah, he can box. Did you see that video of Tito Ortiz with? Sorry, but did you guys see that?
Tito Ortiz is a fucking idiot. If you could go in there and beat up Chuck Liddell, who wasn't really in fighting shape and shouldn't have been in the ring anyway.
Yeah,
somebody like Mike Tyson is going to be throwing bolos back at your dumb ass, knows how to box and has a head movement. Chuck Liddell was there to be hit for you, Tito Ortiz. You idiot. Mike Tyson will knock your ass out.
Look, even though Mike Tyson is 53 years old, I give Tito Ortiz credit because he's a promoter, okay? And he promotes himself. But every fight that Tito Ortiz got into with somebody that's a striker, he got his ass.
Yeah, Chuck Liddell fucked them up. And Chuck Liddell, let's be honest, his striking skills for MMA they're pretty good, but in a boxing fight, Chuck Liddell gets slapped. He's all wide open and shit. Yeah,
power. It what saved him, and he just had a weak chin. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about Tito Ortiz, he's not small though, Johnny. He's not little. He's big. He's really fucking big. A friend took a picture with him. He was like a buff guy in the army, like way bigger than me. And he was standing next to Tito Ortiz. Man, Ortiz is huge.
6'2". Yeah,
I believe he's 6'2", and he's like 200. He walks around 240.
For sure.
230.
He used to fight at 205. Bro. Go ahead, Johnny boy.
No, that was sarcasm saying little motherfucker.
Yeah. But there's a video of Tito Ortiz training with Freddie Roach. Man, he looked like an amateur. Like his stance was all fucked up, man.
He's talking about a boxing fight with Mike Tyson?
I'm sure it would be a boxing fight. I don't think Mike would go in there and roll around on the fucking mat and shit. No.
Oh, bro, listen. We need to stop this. Tito Ortiz needs to shut his mouth too. He got knocked out by Nogueira. And he got knocked out by Rashad Evans. Nowhere near the boxers as Mike Tyson.
Well,
we'll flatten this dude.
He did beat Chuck Liddell in that third fight.
Oh my god, man! That third fight, like I said, Chuck Liddell is probably like a 70-year-old man in MMA years going in that third fight. That shit shouldn't have happened. Chuck Liddell needed some money, bro. It was ridiculous.
How did Chuck Liddell even get a fighting license? Because he was stiff.
Y'all think Manny Pacquiao's old in boxing, dog? Chuck Liddell is twice that age for UFC, bro. That wasn't even a fight, dog.
Did you see his stomach? Did you see Chuck's stomach?
Yeah.
Ortiz came in there like a bull. This nigga was rock solid. Chuck Liddell had a beer gut, bro.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah,
a beer gut.
and talk about weak chins. His chin is broken.
He's a drunk and he's a drug addict.
That's why. Chin's been massacred too much. The Tito Ortiz needs to stop that, bro. He's fought no one with hand speed like Mike Tyson, hand skills like Mike Tyson, with just the knowledge of boxing like Mike Tyson. Never fought anyone like that. Nothing close.
All right. Somebody in the chat says, "Stop talking about Chuck Liddell." What the fuck? It's true. Like we're
I was just gonna say, bro. Let's stop fucking promoting this fucking UFC boxing crossover bullshit and fucking just fuck all
with
that
retired fighters. With retired fighters on top of that. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think we're promoting it. I'm just saying we elaborating that they need to stay to their own sport. They
Oh,
can't fuck
I just meant in
with the
general. I
whole
wasn't
boxing
saying it to
greatness.
any one person.
But get this, since Artem
Gonzalo.
Lobov beat Paulie Malignaggi, a lot of these MMA fighters think that they could actually squabble with the boxers.
No, they don't.
Some of them, yeah.
Hang on, bro. I was just gonna say, I wasn't saying that to anybody on here. I just meant in general.
No, we get it, Johnny. We get it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, the whole thing about like MMA fighters winning a boxing fight with the old Mike Tyson at 53. You got to assume that if you to even think you can compete with him, that you were a boxer too. Like at least you have some boxing pedigree or you have some amateur background. At least where you had a lot of fights and you fought enough times, you practiced enough time that it becomes like somewhat muscle memory for you to get into a boxing fight. But get out of here. Even then, you're behind the eight ball against a guy like Mike Tyson. Did this for a living. This is what he did.
He did this. He did this
one shot
since he was when he met Cuss. He did this shit for he lived it, woke up to it, ate the shit, did the research. That was his life.
Yep.
And Tito Ortiz that don't know how to box. I'll give him that. He's a freestyle wrestler. He won a couple of wrestling things, but that's wrestling. That's totally different. Now, if you in a street fight, that you can apply that, but you got to make sure that dude right there that you fighting ain't adapted to that shit too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, because he may know how to break wrestling so that he can apply his fist in your face. Yeah.
Guys.
Ortiz messes Tyson up, but in the ring, Tyson knocks his ass out, bro.
Of course, man. 470. You're on the air. 470.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. 470.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up? What's on your mind?
Y'all talking about this? I see the topic is the Wilder Fury 3 in China. Or y'all talking about Tyson?
Well, now we're talking about Tyson, but whatever you want, man.
Yeah. So the Tyson thing, the guy, he's cleaned up his image, a lot, from where it was in the 90s. He's back in shape. I'm not really the kind of guy who likes to knock these retired fighters who want to come back. I think it's the responsibility of the guys who are fighting right now in this era to create excitement so that we don't want to see the old fighters no more. So, but a lot of these guys today, we don't see the fights happening. They're not creating the excitement. So, I hate to say it, but I'm telling you, if Mike Tyson comes back, even against Tito Ortiz, that shit's gonna sell like hotcakes, man. That's
probably right.
I hear Eddie Hearn talking about he doesn't know if he wants to get involved. I mean, this is the same dude who sold Logan Paul and KSI on a boxing.
Yeah.
Fight. I'm telling you, if Mike Tyson comes back and fights Tito Ortiz, that shit is gonna sell like hotcakes.
The zone's gonna be involved,
especially here in America.
I would like to see Mike Tyson devastate Tito Ortiz.
I would pay a couple of bucks for that. The bars are open now, so maybe the wife and I will go to the bar and see him.
Oh, the bars are open by you, D?
Daughter went bar hopping last night, so I mean, unless she went to the liquor store and sat in the park, I would say the bars are open.
But do they have anything distancing rules?
New York's not letting us do that, man.
Neither.
Don't fuck around in New York. Y'all too crowded. And y'all got too many cases. Y'all too packed up. Y'all like fucking sardines in that city, just packed in.
My cousin informed me that New York is not Florida, which is funny. My wife came over here, and she came over here. She was like, "Oh my God, what happened to all the social distancing?" And she's like a RN and shit. She came over here. It was like a different world for her.
Yeah. It's always crazy in some places.
I might be in Florida.
I'd be happy to see Mike Tyson get a good payday because he spent all his earnings, like 300 million here and inside the ring. I think his net worth is like 3 million now. So if he got a good payday, just think Conor McGregor versus Mayweather, the ridiculous amount of money they made. I'd just be happy to see Mike Tyson walk away with a few million.
He all right, bro. He got that weed
Yeah.
ranch. He got some income. That's a source of income.
He's a genuine dude, and
He's not poor.
he must have
I
learned
don't.
from the first time when he was young. So I think he'd take advantage of it now. He's
From
got
what
some money, but just have him make a lot more.
from what I understand, from I listened to Mike Tyson and Hot Box, and he's still an advertisement piece that people can utilize him because he has such a devastating fashion career with boxing, and what gained him from coming out, because he was saying that he was an alcoholic and he also took cocaine and stuff like that. So his friend that does hotbox with him introduced him to DMT, and after he did that, he said that and I'm not publicizing on BDA or anything like that, any illegal stuff like that. I'm just saying, okay,
Just
I'm
say
just
it.
giving you an analogy of what he said,
Okay.
that it changed itself.
Yeah, we in other words, we calmed his ass down.
Well,
Hey
it
guys,
wasn't
Until
yeah,
recently,
probably. Hey,
before the
that's
cameos,
hold on,
he
hold on.
had declared bankruptcy, right?
Yeah, but
Before he started coming out of the movies.
wasn't weed though.
Hey guys, sorry, but we still have the caller. I forgot. Caller, anything else?
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
caller.
Go ahead.
Bro, they're talking shit.
Yeah, I was just listening. Yeah, I think y'all might be even underestimating the appeal of this fight, man. I mean, they could show this fight at every bar in America.
That's true though. That's true. We can't deny the fact that everybody would. He's all over the place.
There's a market for it.
But Mike Tyson.
There's a market for that.
That's
Guys.
why I said I agree with the caller, what he was saying, that everything all his points was on point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was an event, man. Remember that. Mike Tyson, I know people get caught up in the now. There was no event like a Mike Tyson. I don't care who you think might have been. Not even Floyd Mayweather was in an event like Mike Tyson. He may have sold more numbers. He may have sold more numbers, but you go to a Mike Tyson fight, bro. Everybody's like, yo, I want to see Tyson fighting. You know?
He had the return when he fought Peter McNeely, right?
Yeah, even with Peter McNeely.
He almost had that Ali effect. Just got to see him fight, bro. Ali was like,
but I wouldn't want to watch him fight against Tito Ortiz, man. Not Tito, unless you want to give him a payday too, because he got them two child from Pamela Anderson, and she walked away on him.
No,
you want to give him a payday too, or no?
Nah, Gonzalo. That's because you're a sports fan. But the casual fan, it's a hell of a fight to watch, bro.
Yeah, they will watch it. They will watch just for the fact that Mike Tyson's 53. He is who he is. And just to see what he looks like, even if he gets his ass whipped, right? Which he won't.
All I know, recognize. I just don't want to see Mike Tyson fighting Francis Ngannou. That's all.
Yeah, I don't want to see.
That's a dangerous fight. That's a dangerous fight.
I don't want to see him get his ass whipped. I don't want to see Tyson get his ass.
Ngannou is just a big fucking mauler. That dude's strong as hell, but I still want to see Francis and then Ngannou get past Stipe. He already Stipe Miocic. That's the champion. He's the champion, and that's Ngannou. He already beat Ngannou.
Yeah, the Nigerian guy, recognized Nigerian Nightmare. I think his nickname is.
Yeah, that's his nickname. Francis Ngannou. It's MMA. He's the heavyweight guy. He's fucking beating this shit out of everybody.
Oh, yeah, he'll fuck Tyson up.
He lost to Stipe Miocic.
Yeah, he came out in this hot boxing show, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he did. Ngannou. They're friends. He came out on one of his most latest episodes.
Oh,
I guess recognized thought you were speaking about a Brazilian guy because Ngannou sounds Brazilian, but I think it's Ngannou or Ngannou.
He's from Cameroon, says B-Space in the chat. Cameroon.
He's from Africa, not Ngannou.
Ngannou, yes.
Caller. Oh, he's gone. All right. Thanks for the phone call, man. Yeah,
Yeah, I think the caller made some points though. I think there will be fans that will watch the fight.
Joe, you can't be ignoring your callers like that, man. Come on.
I know.
Who's the blonde, man?
Jenna Jameson it wasn't Pamela Anderson Gonzalez, it was Jenna Jameson who was married with Tito Ortiz, and she took all his money or
that's
something.
right. The porno star.
Yeah. But what was the deal? She took all his money or
What
something?
a simp. That's a simp right there.
No, they got twins, right? She had twins by him, and then she
Okay.
walked out. So he's like the only.
She had twins by him.
parent.
Is he sure? Is he sure about that?
I don't know. DNA test. I don't know.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Tito Ortiz says Jenna Jameson spent $8 million on drugs. Hasn't seen her
Well,
kids
where
in
did she
6
get it
years.
from, Tito? I'm curious. How did she get the $8 million, Tito? Tell me that.
I mean, what do you expect when you marry a porn star? I mean, I'm just saying, man. Like that's come on.
Look, man, I don't blame a young man having wanting to experience a porn star. I know I have. So, but marrying
Who
them?
was it again? Who was it?
Oh, there's a few, man.
Oh, come on, give us
I
a
had
name.
a few.
Yeah,
look
that's
it up.
crazy, bro. How do you marry a porn star and you knew her as a porn star? You met fucking her because she was a porn star and married? That's ridiculous.
Listen, I met some nice ones, and I was like, damn, she's nice. But never in my mind did I say, I'm gonna marry this girl.
But then you have kids, and you gotta explain to the kids like the profession of
That's the
others.
part I can't do. That oh, listen, your mother used to take dick for a living, but don't judge her.
Yeah, the straight G Tour in the chat says it's okay to link up, never marriage though. That's a good point.
Yeah, listen, look, man.
That's no more than screwing a hooker.
Yeah, exactly.
If guys decide to screw, I mean, that's on them. But screwing a porn star, screwing a hooker, it's all the same.
Yeah.
They both had a bunch of dicks in them, so
Exactly.
it is what it is. But I'm not going to marry a porn star or a hooker.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
I have no interest. No matter how much the feminist movement tries to push that on us, it'll never happen. You'll never get alpha males say, yeah, I'm talking about by and large.
That
I like
guy
that. Recognize anybody that would admit that is a dick, literally and figurative.
Yeah, like okay, so Jenna Jameson, like everybody knows who she is, right? Like we know that any young man from America and maybe anywhere in the Western world have seen her. You know what I'm saying? Have seen this girl on video with
all of her,
with like 3 guys all over at the very least. So it's like, dude, you're gonna marry her?
All right.
You could find a nice girl that's good looking and not a porn star.
It's sort of like when Lil Wayne wifed up. He didn't marry her, but he made her his main squeeze when he wifed up Superhead. Steph.
I heard of her. I remember Superhead.
I was like, dog, really? That's your main girl now? As many dicks as she done sucked in the industry, that's your main girl? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Who the fuck is that?
Well, that's Jenna Jameson. She got fat, but apparently then she lost weight. But
oh my lord, she looked beat down. Beat down.
Yeah,
a beat down.
Look at that. No,
thank you.
Nah, she looks like a porn star. Like nah.
That's who.
She has that porn star that. Yeah, she has that porn star look that she's like nah. I don't know how to explain.
They all have that look like
Bucho. Come on, Bucho. You know that shit. That's what you go for. Spank me, daddy.
Nah.
Type shit.
Well, wait, hold on. There's another picture here.
That's your shit, buddy.
He looks a bit better.
The whole thing is though that what's so sad about it is about the child that she produced with Tito. How do their psychological growing up and then kids, when they teens and stuff, he gonna be fighting if they got boys
He
when I was a
fight.
when I was a teenager, man, and I had, obviously all my same, more or less my friends were the same age as me. I remember a few incidents where their mother was like a hoe, like their mother was, yeah, yo, they didn't like that shit, bro. That was I could see it in their face, man. They were disturbed by that shit,
Yeah, and then they know their mom's a hoe, so as soon as you say something, it triggers their ass, bro. Like
Yeah.
you see,
Yeah.
because what hurts more than the truth. This is why the Deontay Wilder fans are so mad, because the truth hurts.
Exactly.
8 Moody in the chat says my wife looks like a porn star. So what's the problem?
Oh shit!
There's nothing wrong with your wife looking like a good-looking woman and presentable, and guys see her and be like, "Man, she's a beautiful." But it's another thing when men look at your wife and they could feel the sexual tension coming from her. She's given, because they give that natural vibe
Hey,
of, to go after her. You know what I'm saying?
they
You don't
hookers
want
and
that.
porn stars, bro. That's what
Yeah.
they do. They fuck. I mean, it's like what's that dude, Rodney Dangerfield? He said, so I get in town off the plane and I asked the taxi driver, I said, hey, take me where I can have a good time. He drives me to my house. I was like, damn, that's his wife fucking everyone. Oh shit, man. That's the wife you got. She just fucking.
He's like, wait a second, you fucking driving me to my house? Yeah, the woman.
Yeah. He said, take me where I can have a good time. He said he fucking drives me to my house. Oh boy.
See, here's an example of a porn star look. That type of makeup.
Believe it or not, she's not that bad.
That's not that a good example.
That's not that
terrible.
She
ain't gonna find it.
I'm scared we're gonna like show some nudity or something. Anyways. Okay, come on. This is porn star. No? What about this one? From this to this.
Yeah, you could tell that girl's a porn star.
Yeah, now this is more obvious. Anyways.
Let's say her name is like let's say her name is Jessica. It's like Jessica takes the city of Los Angeles. I could see her like in a be like that.
Debbie does Dallas.
Yeah, Debbie does Dallas.
Johnny Boy in the chat says, I truly thank you for the contribution, by the way, Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy says, I truly feel sorry for those of you who get a bill from Bracers every month in your mailbox. Here's a small violin and go get some tuna. Exactly, man. You're working, getting some money from Bracers. Find God, find Jesus Christ, all right? I'm sounding like BDA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, BDA was in the industry, so don't forget.
Yeah, he was in the industry. He's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
But anyways, what were we talking about? Why did we? How did we end up in this shit?
That's what the last guy said when he was inside the
table. Jenna Jameson and Tito Ortiz fighting Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, of course.
Guys in the chat, never marry a porn star. No matter how much you want to bang them,
or
no
a stripper.
Matter how good it might be, don't marry them.
Some of the nicest girls I ever met were hookers down in TJ.
I'm glad you.
It's true.
Everything happened in TJ.
Nice. Hookers and strippers, they supposed to got to get your money.
That's right.
Bro, listen. This is what that super chat meant, bro. Imagine getting a fucking bill in the mailbox every month from you playing on fucking porno too much, dog. Imagine that.
Oh no, Johnny Boy. Even worse is the guys getting the bill every month. Their credit card when they're on those live chats with these ladies. These motherfucking ladies charging these guys like $15 a fucking minute and all of this dumb shit like that. I'm like, bro, really? To look at look at Pornhub or something. You're gonna pay $15 a minute for that? I feel like rigging getting something up and just duping something that looks live and just charging these motherfuckers. They'll probably pay me. I'll give him a discount, 35% off.
See, for that, I think you're wasting your money, man. Like when I was single, man, I had it planned out, bro. I'm not gonna waste my money on something that I'm gonna jerk off on. I'll get the real thing. Fuck that. If I'm gonna spend all that
Yeah,
money,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's money spent on what? It doesn't make sense, man. I don't get it. I think it's
Why would you pay $5.99 a minute? Okay, so like if you
Jesus.
sit there with the girl for like half an hour, you paying a few $100s. You know what kind of hooker you can have for that kind of money?
bro, man. Instead of paying that kind of money, man, I'll go to Southside Queens, right there on Guy Brewer, on a Saturday night. Pick up a little shorty coming from like one of these clubs and be like, "Yo, listen, I'll give you a ride home." You know what I'm saying? And a little extra, a little something in your pocket if you give me a blow job right now.
Yeah. Bullshit. Don't come on. Don't bullshit me.
And there's a lot of women out there that's hookers don't even realize they hookers.
All right.
Because they always go to these guys' houses, they have sex with them and be like, well, could you give me like $30? So you basically just went over there for $30 and had sex with the guy. You're a hooker. You just sold yourself for $30 because that's really why you went over there.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Some girls actually
didn't even know that.
Remember the prepaid phones? Girl, can you give me like $40 so I could put some money on my phone so I could turn it on so it won't shut off on you? All right, shorty, come through.
Listen, bro, real quick.
Come get it.
Real quick. Bro, this ain't nothing to be proud of or anything like that, obviously. Do you know how many fucking blowjobs and fuck I've gotten for fucking some drugs, bro? Like, back in the day? Please, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
Sure. Oh, you can get it.
It's not, listen,
you can get
listen,
it for
listen.
McDonald's,
hold
bro.
on, D. Hold on 1 second.
Happy Meal.
D, but it's nothing to be proud of, but it is what it is, dog. Like,
listen, us men, we do a lot of things that we ain't proud of. We get over it. Women is the one that really go through it. It's just it is what it is. It's like I can't believe this is a girl's mind. This is a girl who was like had way too much. And her mind is like, damn, she fucked too many guys. That's what's going on through. And our minds is like, damn, we didn't fuck enough. That's just the way it is.
yeah, for sure. I mean, like,
if
I
you
look back at my
300
20.
girls, you probably saying, how come not? So what was wrong with 500? You know?
Yeah, I mean, back then though, like I look back at my 22, 20 self and like that dude was fucking disgusting.
Yes.
That's how I look at him now. Like, that
dude, I look at
motherfucker
myself.
was just no good.
You look at yourself at 22.
Grimy
I look at
vato.
myself 10 years ago or 7 years ago, and I'd be like, God damn, I was a nasty motherfucker.
Nasty bastard, you.
I was a nasty motherfucker, bro. I didn't know that girl to be putting my fucking tongue in her ass. What the fuck was that about?
Oh,
all right. People are saying let's get back to all right. People are saying get back to boxing. Well, let's talk about this. Sean Porter said that he would have rather had Pacquiao's career than Floyd's, and then he further elaborated on this. He said that because Pacquiao was in more exciting fights, and also that he's loved just a little bit more than Floyd. You know,
let me go first on this.
Yes.
Fuck Sean Porter and that dumb shit he's talking about. All right. And I'm going to start with this. First and foremost, you cannot tell me in any career, any sports career, impact sports career, you cannot sit up here and tell me you would rather get brutalized more in your career and earn less. So kill that noise, because that's the first thing Pacquiao did. He fought many more fights than Floyd, right? So he had 20 more fights than Floyd, and a lot of those fights was wars, okay? And he got paid a lot less to do that. So kill that noise on that level. And let's think about it on the level of, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, people have the argument which legacy was greater, this one or that one. I don't even care who you pick. But the fact is, Floyd did that in 50 fights, bro. Manny is still fighting. Understand what I'm saying? So, like Sean Porter, yeah, people love you, this, that, and the third, but we're talking about a career here, a career in boxing. You look at a guy, a career in baseball, football, fuck, even a CEO. There are gonna be people that love you and people that don't fucking love you. Who the hell cares? You know how many groupies Floyd has? A lot of people love Floyd. No matter how many women he choke out, still love him.
Look, it's like comparing Alex Rodriguez to David Ortiz, right? Baseball. I'm gonna take it to baseball quickly. So A-Rod made more money. He had he had some controversy with the steroids and all that stuff, but he made more money. He was a numbers, he was a statistic dream, right? He had all the nice numbers. So you look at his stats. David Ortiz, who also had great stats, didn't have the long he had a long career, excuse me. He didn't have the kind of status that A-Rod has in terms of like this premier baseball player. But he was exciting. He was a dream to watch in terms of an excitement standpoint. So I think that's what Porter is referring to. Porter sees it as, in terms of like fan friendly environments where we'll be talking about a certain fight forever. I think that's what he means. There's a couple of fights of Manny Pacquiao where you could say, damn, those were great fights. You know what I'm saying? Though whether he won or lost, you can point to those fights where Mayweather, because he went undefeated, wasn't really in that many wars. Now, when he was in wars, I personally thought those were the best fights he had. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fall into that category. The fight with Cotto, that's the fight I like the most from Floyd Mayweather. When Floyd had to fight the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? When he had to fight him and he came through, that's what stands out more to me than him going 50. Well, 50 and 0.
What stands out to me is that Floyd Mayweather used to go to Manny Pacquiao's fights, and Manny Pacquiao don't go to Floyd's
Well, that's the
fights.
thing, though. I mean, who was more exciting? That's and who will we remember the most, right? I think it's gonna be.
I think they're both gonna be.
Well, they're both.
They're both gonna be remembered,
of course,
equally, I believe, because both of these guys are attached to the hip. You know, they really are attached to the hip.
You can't mention Floyd Mayweather without Pacquiao, and vice versa.
Or vice versa. So they're gonna be both remembered. Floyd, for his flamboyant, preposterous at times personality and persona, and what he did in the ring, especially as Pretty Boy Floyd, and then Manny for just what he did in the ring, bro. How amazing was he to transition through 8 weight classes and such? So both gonna be remembered, bro.
I just look at it like this: what Sean Porter was given, it was his own analogy, and from what I see, who's going to be remember the most for the best fights? It's going to be Manny.
And look, is it shocking that Sean Porter it feels that way? Sean Porter fights similar. He's always in a close, tough, war. So of course a guy like Pacquiao is going to appeal to him. Go ahead, Johnny boy.
Well, go ahead, Johnny.
No. I was just gonna say, bro. As far as listen, they're both gonna be remembered. They're both legends, right? But the thing is, who's gonna be remembered for the right shit? Pacquiao. Who's gonna be remembered for some good shit and a lot of negative fucking bullshit? Floyd.
Floyd can be remembered for being undefeated, fighting, having a good record at the end of the day. But the thing is with Pacquiao.
Listen, can I finish real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, here's what Floyd's. Listen, mark my words. I mean, some of y'all's 35 and 40 and shit, whatever, bro. I mean, hopefully we're all still around at this point, but in 50 years, bro, this guy, we're gonna remember this guy as the dude who fucked up boxing, son. I'm telling you, bro. We're gonna remember this guy as the dude who fucking did some fucked up shit to the sport that hopefully we can repair one day, but probably never will. That's what it is. he fucking ruined the sport, though.
Do we remember Pernell Sweet Whitaker? Of course we do, right? Pernell. But when
You know I do.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, how many times do you watch his fights, man? I mean, you're
Right.
gonna
Well,
watch.
okay. Let me give you an example. Who's
You
more
can't ask me
remembered,
that.
Chavez Senior or Pernell Whitaker? Who's
Well, of
remembered more?
course, that's the thing. And that's the fight you would go and watch anyways. First of all, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying Chavez Jr.
I don't
Chavez
believe either
Senior.
of them are remembered more. I think
No, I
they're
think Chavez
equally
Senior.
I
remembered.
think Chavez Jr. Well, Chavez Jr.
Senior.
Sorry, Chavez Senior.
Yeah,
is remembered more because of he was in wars and he was destroying people
And let's also say this: what Sean Porter was also saying in what he said is he respects Manny more, bro. That's what he's getting at, dog. Not who does fucking dickhead number 3 that works at Menards fucking think. No, he's saying who's going to be more respected in the years to come, bro. And it's hands
Johnny
down.
boy,
Yeah,
Johnny boy, oh fuck old Buck Teeth. Yeah,
yeah.
fuck old Buck Teeth Porter, man.
Fucking goofy ass dude at
yeah.
the
Well,
Home Depot over there.
I think
Yeah.
Dan Raphael asked him, by the way. So just to put it into context, he was doing an interview with Dan Raphael, and he asked him something about who would you be or which career would you have liked to have, something like that. So he's not like he just came out with that statement out of nowhere.
Look, when it comes to money and money and like that A side personified, character, it's definitely Floyd. There's no doubt about that. Floyd is like picture Apollo Creed. Like he's that type of guy. Pretty, money, this, that kind of.
He was smart, making money.
But recognize it won't just that though, bro. Like
the
dude has a load of fucking accomplishments as well.
Absolutely.
And so what I'm saying is he built this legacy, got paid for. Can we say look at what Floyd got paid, right? We can all sit here and say Manny should have made much more money.
The thing is, money. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but he was an American, though.
He wouldn't have made the bulk of the money he had. He fought Floyd. Think about it. Before he fought Floyd, that fight made him more money than he made in his career. That fight.
Well, they made both of them.
Yeah, both of them won a lot of money, though. I mean, Floyd needed that fight as well.
Yeah, but Floyd would have done it regardless, and that's a
Floyd
fact.
got
No,
300
Floyd
million
needed
for that fight.
dance partner, like you said. When you say Manny and Floyd, they both attached at the hip like fucking
Takes
twins.
2 to tango. Takes 2 to tango.
Yeah, you got
later.
You got two opposites. You got two opposites. You got Mr. Perfect, right? Like this is call him Mr. Perfect versus the Warrior. I mean, look, me calling one guy the Warrior and you calling you Mr. Perfect. It's not a diss to you being Mr. Perfect. It's not a diss. That's just who you are as a person. You like perfection.
Manny Pacquiao was the second.
Wants to go to war. The other guy wants to war with you. So it depends on your characteristic. As a fan, if I had to, if let's say Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, they were my sons, both of them, I would talk to Manny Pacquiao for his long-term future. You should be like your brother. Like,
in what sense? But the thing is, Floyd had the advantage of being an American and coming out of the Olympics and everything. Pacquiao had to fight God knows where in the Philippines, right? I mean, it's like, and then moving up all these weights, it's unfair.
It's a love story. It's a love story.
Well, it's not unfair, but you know what I mean. Go ahead.
It's a romantic story.
He had to fight another fucking little Filipino guy in a fucking porta potty in the fucking Philippines.
It's like a fucking movie, man.
And it goes back to Eric Morales and it goes back to Eric Morales. Hold on, please, hold on. It goes back to.
Go ahead, Johnny.
To Eric Jesus fuck. It goes back. It goes back to Eric Morales. It goes back to Alexis Arguello. It goes back to Roberto Duran. All these dudes came from the slums, son. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a romantic story. It's romanticized in the media. Floyd can't help that he was born in a better situation. Yes, Floyd was born in a better situation.
Yes.
Born in America, he grew up in a boxing family. Okay, they were before he even boxed. He had uncles and a father that was a boxer.
Mhm.
So he grew up around that. So there was a structure behind Floyd
And
Mayweather's
don't
uprise.
get recognized when he was in the amateurs. The president of USADA was the one that was his benefactor.
Right. Look, I'm not even gonna get into that. We already know that situation. Like I get what I know what you're saying, G, but I'm just talking about like the lifestyle that you look for my sons. I got boys, right? If I had to make a choice, what route I would want them to take. This is the hypocritical side of us being humans and fans of combat sport. I would rather them go the Mayweather route,
Yes,
right?
Mayweather.
I'm not saying the personality. I'm talking about his career path and
Yeah,
make
yeah.
the money he made. I wouldn't want them to take the Manny Pacquiao the way of doing things. Starting boxing at 16 because you're fighting for basically for food, right? Like, no, I don't want my kid to go through that shit.
Yeah,
But as a boxing
but
fan,
can I
I
just say
love
something,
that
Gonzalo?
story.
Can I just say something? I think when Sean Porter answered the question, he said he would have liked to have Pacquiao's career. I don't think he meant the exact same career, saying meaning losing to Marquez and stuff like that. I think he meant as just being looked being looked at as the warrior and being praised in the streets. Like he's talking about that. Obviously, if they asked him, would you have liked to have Mayweather's paydays? He would have said, of course.
Of course.
But you know, Bucho, but you know, Manny Pacquiao is the second richest boxer in history. He has also made over $500 million.
Yeah,
That's not to be shameful in any means. A lot of money.
Yeah, it's just that the guy in front of him, made an excessive amount, and good for him. Good for him. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying, look, I came from the bottom and rose to the top, and I'm the second highest paid boxer to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? Versus the other guy who just made, he's the only guy in front of me, basically. Even if he doubled my money.
Can I ask everybody something? Can I just ask
And
everybody something?
to think you walked into the Freddie Roach Street gym and you were about to go back to your country. If it wasn't for Freddie Roach and you linking up that one day, you would have gone back. You wouldn't have stayed.
Can I just ask something though? Floyd
Yes,
Mayweather
sir.
made a lot of money. Did he ever owe us, the fans, anything? Did he ever owe us anything?
Who?
Floyd.
Yes.
No, in reality, he doesn't owe us anything. We owe ourselves to be like look, if you're gonna sell, and I'm not saying that Floyd sold us shit, right? But he sold us a little bit of, in my opinion, he sold us scams. Okay,
yes.
the whole
shit?
VADA thing. You can't convince me that whole VADA thing was to control. I mean, USADA. That was to make sure your opponent's not taking while you're taking. That's my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying it's factual, but there's some evidence for me to suggest that's what he was doing. I don't like that part about Floyd. No, I don't. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't like about him. So even though I felt that in my gut, I always felt that in my gut, I'm still responsible because I did buy his fight. I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna buy his
So
fight.
he didn't owe us anything. Somebody
No,
said yes.
because he didn't
Somebody
put a
said
gun
yes.
to our head and say,
So, in my opinion, he owes me something because it was fights that he should have been fighting and he didn't. He ducked and cherry picked his way to other avenues. That's why I opened up my comment the first time when I said, who out of those two, which one went to see the other one? Why?
Yeah.
Floyd is the biggest pactard, okay, in boxing because he's been in every one of Mayweather's Floyd Pacquiao's events.
Yo, listen. I'm telling y'all, bro, watch 30, 40 years down the line, bro, when Johnny's dick don't work no more. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, 30, 40 years down the
Next
line
year.
when Johnny's you know, you can't fuck forever. Like what's his face
Damn
there?
it, my shit still works.
Yeah, Brock Landers and Chess Rockwell taught me that one. But fucking listen, in 30, 40 years, here's what's gonna happen, bro. You're gonna remember Floyd for being the biggest pussy in the history of boxing. Okay. And you're gonna remember him for being the guy who fucked the sport up. I'm telling you, bro. Watch.
Well, look, if you want, I don't see him that way. This is what I like. I don't blame the sentiment sometimes, but at the same time, like Mayweather does have a great resume. He does. The problem was that this whole idea of A-side advantages, right? It advantage maybe in the ring somewhat, but definitely outside of it, right? The judges and how and all this other nonsense. That was something that was started before him, right? Sugar Ray Leonard comes to mind. I mean, people forget Sugar Ray Leonard on 2 different weight classes in one fight. He drained a light heavyweight who fought at 168 as well, but he was a light heavyweight. He took him down to 168.
Oops.
Took him to 168 pounds and fought him for not one, but 2 titles in 2 different weight classes.
What are you talking about, Danny Lalonde or what's his name?
That's right, Danny, the original Golden Boy. Okay, he was the first. He was from Canada, I believe, and he took that tall motherfucker down to 168, and he fought him for like I said, for 2 different belts and 2 different weight classes. He also
60
got
seconds.
How many rounds it would go with him and Marvin Hagler and some other shit, right? Like some other stuff. This has always happened, but and Floyd is guilty of this too. You know, Floyd is guilty of the new era. His thing was drug testing, you know, and I always knew from the beginning. I'm not saying that it's 100% proven, but I mean the evidence is there. You could draw your own conclusions if you like, but the evidence suggests that he was using that to keep tabs on you, what you're doing, not what he's doing.
I'd like. Oh, sorry.
Hey guys, we have a phone call.
That's a black. That's something in back of my mind that I always keep, because remember the media did the best they could to like fucking bury that story. They didn't really want to go after it the way they did. They could have went after it. The guy admitted to blood doping on fucking TV. Like
Blasphemy. All right, hold on. We have a phone call. We gotta get to 626. You're on the air. 626.
Hey, what's up, Bucho? How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Oh, hold on. Yeah, you're on the air.
What's up?
Go ahead. What's on your mind?
What's up to all the other? I just want to talk about a couple things. First, Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson against Tito Ortiz. I think that's like a super trash fight. I think it'll probably go like 2 rounds at the most. And I mean, I don't know. I've heard rumors of him fighting probably Shannon Briggs too, and Holyfield. I don't know. Have you heard about that?
Shannon Briggs, yeah, and I think it would be like a charity fight.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And
yeah.
I mean, I've seen pictures of they showed pictures of like Holyfield training, and he looked pretty ripped up. He looked like he was definitely on some juice, because he looked like super swole. Like,
well, Evans Fields.
Pictures of him training and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't mind
like Evans Fields instead of Mike Tyson. I mean, Amanda.
Yeah. So, would you like to see Mike Tyson in charity fights or like real, in a real fight?
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't like to see him. I mean, a charity fight, probably like a 4-round, that ain't bad, you know. But like a real fight, nah. I mean, at 53 years old, I mean, I think he'll probably get hurt. If he fights another old guy, they'll get hurt probably. It's not.
Good point.
It ain't worth it. And then
I agree.
I don't know. I want to talk about like the what's his name? Abner Mares. I don't know if you've seen him.
No.
He's been like he got into it with I think Ryan Garcia or something like that. Hypothetically, if that fight happened, who do you think will win?
Yo, there's a size difference. First of all, height and size difference, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the height,
5'4".
size. Obviously, it's got to be Ryan.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think how he got knocked out by Johnny Gonzalez in the
Yeah, I
first round?
see. Yeah,
Hey,
what's it,
hey, hey,
left
my
hook?
Because
man,
Ryan
listen.
Garcia's known to
Check it
do
out.
that.
Check it out. If that fight happens, Ryan Garcia is going to detach Abner Morris's other retina. So he just need to stay the hell away from Ryan Garcia. He won't even be able to see after he leave that fight.
But hold on. That Abner Maris fight don't mean shit to me, bro. Ryan Garcia, that does absolutely nothing for you, bro. Absolutely not. Abner Mars has been sitting on the fucking couch doing commentating for 4 years. He's
Yeah,
half your size. He's half your size. What the fuck does that prove?
Johnny Boy. The only reason why we still remember Mares is because he's on TV or whatever. He's on that PBC show. So if it weren't for that, we would forget about him because come on, this guy hasn't done anything in a while, man. I don't even remember that second Santa Cruz fight.
I think the last time he was gonna fight, he was supposed to fight Davis, right? And then he got injured in like sparring or something like that. Like
Looked like he pulled out of
eye
that
got
fight.
hurt,
Like,
right?
Yeah, he pulled. This guy shouldn't be fighting above 122. That's a fact, man. Like he at featherweight he looked small, and remember that Johnny Gonzalez fight? Jesus Christ. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. He got knocked out in one round, right? I think. Or
yeah, one round.
yeah. And then what do you think? Didn't Tank Davis get butthurt because Mayweather was like training with he was like giving Devin Haney some tips or something like that? Like, did you hear about that?
No.
I think. Look,
Yeah, well,
I heard about this. I heard about the situation. So apparently Floyd he's been working with Devin Haney in the ring, like training him. I don't know if that means he's going to be his trainer or he's just giving him some pointers. And Tank Davis is taking it a certain way, which I don't blame him. I don't totally blame him because the guy's your promoter, and this could be your future. Go ahead.
Some gay stuff.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do you agree with him being? I mean, because I think I'll be upset too. Because I mean, that's probably a future foe for him.
Yeah, it's a future opponent.
And also, it's a smart move as a trainer for Floyd, honestly. Who would you rather be training, the kid with the head on his shoulders or the fucking Momo that gets arrested every other week?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why I say. That's why I say it's probably fucking with him because maybe it's a calculated move by Floyd. I mean, he is, Floyd is an old man. He's been in the game. Maybe he's trying to motivate Tank. Like, yo, listen, I don't have confidence in you. And instead of saying it in words, say it in your actions. So yeah, I will be looking for the future because I don't know if you're gonna be around because you don't take boxing serious. You don't take it as serious as you should.
I mean, he can tell that this guy is on the wrong
I
path.
think there's some pictures that leaked out. I don't know if it was recently, but I mean, he already looks kind of like he's kind of chubby already.
Again?
I don't know if those pictures were recently or.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know if those pictures were recently or like if they were really old, but he looked kind of fat already. I was like, damn. Like, it seems like he doesn't take himself seriously. And I think Recognize make the I think the point in another show that like eventually he's gonna have trouble making weight, and that's really gonna cost him.
Yeah. I mean, his problem is like he is talented. I recognize that. That's obvious, but the problem will be one day he's going to be in a tough fight where things are not working out for him, and his condition is going to give out, or it could give out on him. He's going to regret it. Yeah, he's going to be like, "Yo, I should take training a little bit more serious."
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. You guys have a good day.
Thanks for the phone call. Take care.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, guys. I think we should end the show now. It's been 2 hours.
All right.
All right, fellas. D, Recognize, Gonzalo, everybody. Have a good one, y'all.
Peace, everyone.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Y'all take it easy.
Take care, guys. Thank you for joining us. Also, people, don't forget to sign up for the Kumite. We'll be having this week another 1-versus-1 debate show. So if you want to join the Kumite, leave a comment in the comment section, obviously, of the video. All right, this is King Bucho saying goodbye, everybody in the chat. You guys are the best. We'll see you next time. Take care.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time. I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in everyone. Totally disappointed in everyone.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man.
I'm disappointed in everyone.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
He just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. Lomito. Got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.